Go ahead.
To practice a power play, first of all, I would start off with a slot setup here, where player in the hash, player by the net, and the slot, and the 2D.
Do you call that an overload, Tom?
No, there's a slot set. Overload is over here.
Okay.
Okay, slot set, the player is right here.
Okay.
And then it moves into an umbrella or a 1-3-1, but we'll do a 1-3-1 here. Get the puck to the point. Maybe the player moves and they move into the 1-3-1. And then the players looks at the point, pass to this flanker for one-timer, this flanker one-timer, flanker to the middle, flanker to the one-timer here. Right to here, this player slide down and do different options. So you do all these options from right here. And so everybody would get the idea so that the players learn the language of the power play. And, so we want to call them, the quarterback, the point man, the bumper, the flankers, and the net front player. So we know the language now. Next, you have to work on your breakout. So the breakout, so many different breakouts.
Now the breakout, a simple breakout, one will be fine.
Yeah. First one, get your best puck carrying defenseman back here. And centerman here. The other defenseman, like you may have 2 forwards or whatever. And you can stretch here. Like you could do the bump back one or whatever. I'll just show this.
Loud as you can.
Most teams do bump backs or the rugby breakout, but this is a traditional breakout here. This player goes down the middle with a puck, and wherever they're forced has these 2 options here. This player here is on the boards, cut across for that pass, cut across for the support. They get the puck down, maybe the pass goes up to here. The key, I think, is get the puck in deep. Carry the puck in deep or get it deep. Don't play around with it in the red zone there. I see so many turnovers there. Okay, and get the puck down into that area here. Since I want that area here, then set up in the overload or the slot set. Set up in the slot set. Oops. 2-point man in the slot set. And repeat what you just did against no opposition.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Best puck carrying defenseman will get the puck. Center and the other defenseman swing up the boards. Many breakouts, but this is a pretty traditional one with 2 stretch players, one on the far blue and one there. And this player with the puck, fake this way because their penalty killer will be coming here. Fake this way, make the player go that way, and come out and get right down the middle. Now you have these 2 players as your option. This player across, and this player can time it for that stretch pass. Sometime it might get right in the middle.
Okay, good.
Some power play game. So right here, they're set up in the slot set, and the coach is right here. Blows a whistle. This player comes in as hard as he can, and now the power play works. Get into the 1-3-1 if that's the power play you're using, and the puck is here now, and this player is pursuing as hard as they can. And maybe pass to here, they're pursuing. About 10 seconds later, the whistle goes. The next player comes in. This player doesn't leave until they know the next player's there, so it's not a 5-on-0. And then they come out, and they just go as hard as they can the entire time. That's a quote, sorry. Hard as they can the entire time while they, work the power play around. Okay.
Now, one teaching point on the penalty kill skater, straight line skating, all out, stop and start, straight line skating, busy stick. Proper stop and start skating, facing the puck all the time.
Yeah, and stick, always lead with a stick.
Lead with the stick. Good.
Okay, let's have a contest. So what I do is the Reds have the power play, and the extra Reds will go in, and we rotate the Reds in, and all the Blues kill. And once I've gone through the Blues, everybody's done it twice. Then the Blues go on the power play. Now, when they get better at the power play, you can progress from one on and then send in two at the same time. So they really have to one-touch the puck. But it's a great way to practice it. Not only a power play, even your 5-on-5. It's any situation because they have to do things. Doing things unopposed doesn't really translate to the game very much. I think you teach the language and the patterns, but you have to be opposed.
Thank you, Tom.
All right, so on this one here, you start from just a face-off and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, re-record. Start with a face-off. Right here, try to get the puck back to point. Set up in your flankers, with the flanker, your bumper, your net front player. Coach going to slide out of the way and run options where the bumpers get shot or the flankers get shots. Flanker to bumper, flanker to low, maybe the bumper or back to the flanker. All kinds of different options. You run your maybe about 30 seconds on options. The coach blows the whistle and you dump the puck down. Everybody goes down for the breakout. Whatever breakout you're using, we're just doing that. And now the penalty killers jump out. So the penalty killers jump out and get into the style they're going to be doing. Usually one forward and they'll slide on one side. It'll be a D there, a D there, a forward, and this forward coming back. And now they're breaking out against pressure. So fake and go, come up the middle. All right. Depending on your, I won't go over different penalty killing forechecks, but you're breaking out against this thing. You're probably going to hit against here and basically kick the puck out. Try to do a wide entry, or if you can't, get the puck low. Don't fool around with it in the red zone. And go in, set up your power play. Set up your power play against the penalty kill. And now you run the power play against full pressure. And all different kinds of ways to kill penalties, but the players come in and they do it so it's realistic. You're using your real breakout against real pressure, and it's a good way before the game to go over it.
Super. Tom, Gullickson and the Calgary Flames talked about the importance of trying to score.
Well, Gullickson with the Flames said he didn't try to score when he was here. He says with the Oilers, who've got the best power play in the league usually, now they changed to trying to score on the rush on the power play. Then outnumber, win the loose puck, then set up your power play. And he said instead of being like chess players, pieces like he said he used to coach, you have your basic formation, your 1-3-1 or your overload or slot set, doesn't matter. But you're interchanging positions all of the time. And that's a real key. And I heard another NHL coach saying, Steve Smith, about penalty kill. He said if you can make 3 one-touch passes, you're going to get a scoring chance. So what Edmonton does, they put number 29 right here, and he one-times the puck right here. The goalie could not get across on this one, where most players have.
That's Draisaitl.
Draisaitl, yeah. And that's an unstoppable shot right there if you get a pass across. But that's some of the things that
Tom,
that they do.
related to the 5-on-1 Bob Johnson drill, they got the buck to Lanny on the other side for his one-timer.
Yeah,
So it just goes to show you that you do have your best players in the right spot to get the buck to
yeah,
at that level.
yeah. And when Lanny was doing it, they were doing the overload, the 2-point man, and one guy there, and this would get the puck. They had a forward there passing the puck a lot, and he'd pass it across to Lanny for that one-timer. And also McInnes would also make that pass because he's a right-handed shot. But
That's good, really good.